a very special person recently messaged me asking my opinion as an astrologer on the, concern regarding a potential World War III scenario, because I believe he had watched a video by a very famous astrologer who was saying, predicting a World War III scenario. So I just wanted to tell you what I told him, because maybe more people are concerned about this. So what I told my friend is, don't worry. I said, that astrologer, I'm just reading off my message here on my phone. I said, that astrologer is talented, but sensationalist. She, the astrologer, I'm referring to her video, which he must have seen. She references Pearl Harbor, which happened when Mars traveled towards Uranus in Aries, because she was referencing Pearl Harbor to predict about the future, because she saw similar, I suppose, transits and configurations in the sky to that event. So that's why she posited a World War III scenario coming up. But I told my friend, I go on, I say, this time it, referring to Mars coinciding with Uranus, this time it happens in Taurus. To me, I said, to me, it looks more financial in nature because Taurus relates to finance. Countries making new blocks or alliances related to the currencies they will trade in. So if it is a world war, I told him, it's a passive-aggressive world war, not like the old-fashioned world war. Like, what I mean is not like the violent mass murder world wars of the past. And then I told him the only weird thing that I see about this is that nations may be targeting their diaspora communities in order to fulfill their own ends, because Rahu is in Pisces. So that's what I told this very special person who messaged me. And I just thought I should share that with you. So basically, what I see is, you can also read my book, Bitcoin Countries, available on shiningbull.com, which I suppose probably I speak about a much longer time frame in Bitcoin Countries, the book, but it includes right now, of course. And yeah, again, as I said, because Mars is going to coincide with Uranus in Taurus, I do see it basically it's more like very new, surprising, strategic power moves related to finance, related to reserve currencies, related to the currencies that different countries trade with their partners in. And by making these new alliances, yes, indeed, something extremely disruptive is occurring. It's already happening. However, as I mentioned, it's not happening in Aries like the last World War featured, according to this astrologer, and I checked. Aries, right? So now it's Taurus. And Taurus, Aries is it's a Mars-ruled sign. It's a very physical sign. But Taurus, it generates resources and finance on Earth. So one other thing about it is it could also have to do with trade routes. So another strategic move could be that countries exert their power by manipulating trade routes or blocking trade routes, or situations of ports of trade shifting as strategic political moves. And what I mentioned about diasporic communities, so I think I think we have seen a little bit about this. I won't mention specific examples, but basically, so diaspora is like somebody who, I mean, even me, myself could be considered diaspora. Anybody who's like their background, like their ethnic background is from one country, but they're living or they're born even, in my case, or living in another country. So because Rahu is in Pisces, Rahu relates to ancestral lines. I just mentioned on a podcast I just recorded about how this is showing up in certain crypto exchanges looking for client bases in their diasporic communities. I mentioned that on the I don't remember. I think it's the one I'm releasing today, the Mercury Crypto podcast. So similarly, it's like a theme, right? Where like it is possible that countries try to target their diasporic communities or for their own ends. Do I see this becoming like a prolific thing? No, I don't. Do I see it creating like a world war scenario? No, not at all. No, I don't. So again, as I mentioned, like I guess world war can be like defined in different, like we're in a new era, and like long story short, because of the placement of the planets, I don't see this being a violent war of like the past, like wars like the past. Another reason I say that is because the most powerful countries, I don't see engaging in that. Again, as I mentioned, yes, manipulation of trade routes, ports of trade, yes, or manipulation of resources by way of manipulation in other countries, not done by those most powerful countries, also possible. But again, I don't see a big like World War III scenario, like how like that's going to end the world or all of this stuff. I don't see it as an astrologer, and hopefully we all direct our collective consciousness towards a higher humanity where we will never have another world war again. That's all. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you.